our afternoon tea, let's call it, merienda. It's the fourth of the 5 meals that we eat in Malaga per day, and usually comprises of something that's very, very typical, which I'm sure you've all heard of, but we'll talk about that a little bit more when we get inside. So Café Central is really an iconic part of Malaga. It's been here since the 1950s. It's situated on Plaza de la Constitución, which is our main square here in Malaga. And it was opened by a very entrepreneurial chap post-Civil War period. So obviously at the end of the Civil War there was a lot of poverty, there wasn't a lot of jobs to go around, and so the guy that opened Café Central basically started opening small cafes, very entrepreneurial, small cafes around the square here. And then we've got scraping tables and clattering dishes in the background. And then eventually came to acquire this property in the corner here, which is now Café Central as we know it. It's a bit of a TARDIS, you'll see when we go inside, kind of wraps around the back and it actually comes out onto the little side street over here. So it's a really, really cool place, and it's also where the very unique way that we take coffee in Malaga was first started. And again, there's a good story behind that. So I think we should go and have a look inside, and then I'll tell you a bit more when we get in there. Let's go. So, as I touched on outside, we have a very unique way of taking coffee in Malaga. We have this Starbucks-esque menu of coffees, which if you ask for half of them in other parts of Spain, they're not going to know what on earth you're talking about. Now the story behind this is, as I mentioned before, the original owner opened this place post-Civil War times when times were really lean. People didn't have a lot of money. And so what he was noticing was that he would give people their coffee at the bar here, they would order, and he'd put down some coffee and some milk, and they'd mix it how they liked, and then he would end up with waste coffee, waste milk. And so he created this menu whereby people could order their coffee exactly as they like. He would mix it for them, thus saving wastage. So it's a really cool story. Yeah, exactly, recycling. So here in Malaga we have, I mean, technically 9 ways to take coffee. We've actually got 5 on the menu here. So you can see from the picture, basically, it depicts how much coffee is in each, and then from here through here, these ones contain milk. Actually, that one doesn't, because it's got words on it. But basically,
so the white that we can see here is representative
of the milk. Yeah, in all except this one, which is solo. You can see there's no space there anyway. And this one's solo corto, which means like a short, like an espresso effectively. So 9 ways. As you can see, the last one there, Jess, you can tell us what that means.
The last one. Don't give it to me.
I don't want a coffee.
I don't want a coffee. This is just a glass of milk.
And I'm pretty sure it's there just to balance out the numbers so that it made a pretty poster. So this is the original poster. You can actually pick up postcards here as well to send home to your family. And today we're going to order from this menu. Today, in fact, anywhere in Malaga you can order from this original coffee menu. So you can go to pretty much any cafe, for example, and ask for a sombra. If you go to Madrid and ask for a sombra, it actually means shade. They're not going to know what on earth you're talking about. So
they might sell you a ticket for the bull race.
They might. Oh, okay. Well, that's another fun fact. Yeah. So, nube, for example, means cloud. So elsewhere in Spain, these words don't refer to coffee. So only use these in Malaga. Today, I'm going to order an entrecote. It's just half, it's almost half and half. It's interesting to see how they come out, because there's not a great distinction between all of them. What are you going to have, Jess?
Mine is a mitad, which means half. So half and half, because I'm not a big coffee person. I love coffee, I love slice coffee, but I shake.
Yeah.
So I have 1 coffee a week.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to order some coffee. And the other thing that I talked about outside is the fact that it's the afternoon here, it's 6 o'clock in the afternoon. We are having our 4th meal of the day, which is our post-siesta snack. And so it's kind of heavily loaded with caffeine and sugar, which keeps us burning until that 2 o'clock in the morning, bedtime, especially in the summer. Or more or less, yeah. And so we're going to have churros with chocolate. Now, churros with the chocolate dipping sauce is absolutely delicious. And elsewhere in the world, it's a misconcept that we eat that as a dessert. I know in the States, in Mexico, they have the very, very sweet ones with cinnamon and things, and they will actually eat churros as a dessert. Whereas here, we either have it for breakfast or we have it in the afternoon for merienda. And so that's what we're going to do today.
Fantastic, I'm looking forward to it. Let's order.
Let's order. Para mí me gustaría un cortado, por favor.
Cortado
Yo quiero un mitad con hielo.
y una mitad con hielo.
So again, you'll notice we're standing at a bar here. Not very typical for when you would have your afternoon tea or coffee in the UK or Ireland or in Northern Europe in general. But here, the bar is really an essential part of everybody's life, whether it be for having tapas or having a coffee. We love to stand at the bar.
And I might even order a brandy. Because you can actually, you know, a lot of places that you go and you order coffee and you order your churros, you can get your jamon or you can get your beer, you'll have places that are typically for coffee, but not necessarily exclusively for coffee.
Coffee and brandy is a great idea.
I know, right?
Yeah, I think we should do it.
So, ooh, I'm putting mine into ice because it is June, it is 25, 26 degrees out, and I
made a bloody mess of it though,
didn't I always make a mess of it. What can I say? But most of it's in the glass, so that's it.
It is.
That's what counts. It's really typical in the summer to drink your coffee with ice, whether it be a cortado, whether it be a mitad, or any of the types of coffee that Hani explained, because it does get so hot here. You get the full effect, the full caffeine effect. You should, if you're going to use sugar, dissolve your sugar first and then put it in over the ice, or else it won't dissolve properly. And actually a lot of people drink it that way all year round, because as we know, Malaga doesn't really get cold. So if you're not into hot coffee in the summer, order it with ice.
Espresso cup, but they've still got the measurements going up of all the different types of coffee, so the server knows exactly how high to go with the coffee when they're making it for you according to your order. And then on the other side, the Café Central logo. So, churros con chocolate. Jess is about to demonstrate.
Churro, chocolate.
Now,
Vodka.
contrary to popular belief, it's not really drinking chocolate. It's like a thick dipping, somewhere between a drinking chocolate and a dipping sauce. So kids love to drink it, but I wouldn't recommend drinking it.
No.
There is an alternative if you don't have a super sweet tooth. So like me, I like to take the churro and dunk it into coffee, and that's even better in the morning. I love dunking the churro into coffee. So. Here, as I was saying earlier, the churros are not sweetened in any way. It's a savoury dough, kind of like a savoury donut batter, I guess. And it's not, there's no added sugar or cinnamon or anything like that, so it works really well if you have a savoury tooth with the coffee.
Delicious.
You heard that crunch?
Fab.
So good.
Freshly made.